Not come another step forward or you'll be arrested for obstructing. I apologize. Oh, wait, you took another step forward, sir. Therefore, you're under arrest right now for obstructing. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back, sir.
How am I obstructing?
Put your hands behind your back, sir.
I'm not
Do not reach for anything. Put your other hand behind your back. You're under arrest right now for obstructing. We'll get your license in a second, sir. Cuff him.
Today we're looking at the case versus Press with Rancor being pushed by the Michigan District Attorney's Office, and we're going to read the Michigan Penal Code based.
This is a fundraiser for Press with Rancor. We're going to let the video play, and then afterwards, Chille will come on.
On obstruction of an officer in their official duties in Michigan. The Michigan Penal Code, Act 328 of 1931.
The link for the pay apps, if you want to donate, are on the bottom of the screen. Please put press in the subject line if you want to donate.
50.479, resisting or obstructing officer in discharge of duty, penalty definitions. A person shall not knowingly and willingly do any of the following: assault, batter, wound, obstruct, or endanger a medical examiner, township treasurer, judge, magistrate, probation officer, parole officer, prosecutor, city attorney, city employee, court officer, or other officer, or duly authorized person serving or attempting to serve or execute any process, rule, or order made or issued by lawful authority or otherwise acting in the performance of his or her duties. 1B. Assault, batter, wound, obstruct, or endanger an officer enforcing an ordinance, law, rule, order, or resolution of the Common Council of a City Board of Trustees, the Common Council or Village Council of an incorporated village, or Township Board of a Township. Sounds like they're just protecting themselves constantly. 2. Except as provided in subsections 3, 4, and 5, a person who violates this section is guilty of a felony punishable by imprisonment for not more than 2 years or a fine or not more than $2,000 or both. 3. A person who violates this section and by violation causes bodily injury requiring medical attention or medical care to an individual described in the section is guilty of a felony punishable by imprisonment for not more than 4 years or a fine or not more than $5,000 or both. 4. A person who violates this section and by violation causes serious impairment of a body function of an individual described in this section is guilty of a felony punishable by imprisonment for not more than 10 years or a fine of more than $10,000 or both. 5. A person who violates this section and by that violation causes the death of an individual described in this section is guilty of a felony punishable by imprisonment for not more than 20 years or a fine of not more than $20,000 or both. 6. This section does not prohibit an individual from being discharged with, convicted of, or punished for any of other violations of law that is committed by the individual while violating this section. 7. The court may order a term of imprisonment for a violation of this section to be served consecutively to any other term of imprisonment imposed for a violation arising out of the same criminal transaction as the violation of this section. 8. As used in this section, 8A, obstruct, includes the use of threatened use of physical interference or force or a knowing failure to comply with a lawful command. 8B, serious impairment of a body function, means the term defined in Section 58C of the Michigan Vehicle Code, 1949 PA 300 MCL 257.58C.
We've had it up to 80 million so far.
Thank you. I will be right back with you guys, okay?
All right.
That's close enough right there, sir. Sir, that's close enough. Right there. That's close enough right there. That is close enough right there.
What do you say?
I said that's close enough. Go back to where you were standing when I first told you that's close enough. No, going back up, please. I completely understand that. Stay right there. Do not take another step forward. I'll explain it to you in a minute. Sir, I just told you don't take another step forward.
You do not tell me what to do.
Yes, you can, because you're starting to interfere with my traffic stop.
Interference is a physical act.
I told you not to take another step forward,
Interference
sir.
is a physical act.
If I take another step forward, that is a physical. If I take another step forward, that is interfering with it. Do you understand that?
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I am sure. What's that? I didn't hear what you said. Can you get that flash out of my face, sir? No. Take that back, please. Sir, I told you to take a step back up there. Do you understand that order? Sir, do you understand that? Sir, I told you to take a step back up there. Do you understand that order? No, not yet. Sir, do you understand the order where I told you to stop up there?
What gives you the right to give me a order?
What's that?
What gives you the right to give
Once
me
you
a
start interfering in my traffic stop, then I have the right to give you an order.
Interference is a physical act.
I told you to stop right up there.
Interference is a physical act.
I
How
told
am
you to stop up
interfering?
there.
How am I interfering?
I told you to stop up there.
I don't care what you told me. I asked
That
you
is a
how.
lawful order, sir,
How is it a lawful order?
because you're interfering with this traffic stop.
How am I interfering?
You are
Interference is a
taking
physical act.
my attention away from them,
I am
which
allowed
are
to
lawfully
take your attention
detained.
away from anybody.
No, you do not.
Oh yes,
No, you do not.
yes.
Sir, if you do not go back up there where I told you to stop, you will be arrested for obstructing.
Yeah, I'll give you one step.
No, back to where I told you, sir. Sir, if you do not go back up there, you will be arrested for obstructing. Keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. No, 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 no. That is not where I told you, sir. Right up there. Right up there. Sir, where I told you.
You do not tell me where to
Sir,
stand.
this is your last warning. You will be arrested for obstructing. Go stand up by your vehicle.
Is a physical act.
Sir, go stand up by your vehicle.
You do not tell me where to record.
Sir, you are interfering in my traffic
You
stop,
understand
therefore
that?
you obstructing. I'm giving you a lawful order to go up to your vehicle. This is your last warning before you're obstructed. Before you're arrested for obstructing.
Okay, so under threat of arrest.
Sir, I already explained
Under
it to
threat of
you.
arrest, right? You
That
said
is the
you're gonna arrest
consequence.
me
That is the consequence of your actions.
of my action.
Yes, sir.
So if I do not comply with you telling me to step back, you are going to arrest me for obstruction.
Yes, sir. Do you understand that?
I don't. No,
What's
I
that?
don't.
What don't you understand about it?
Where you get off saying I'm obstructing?
I don't get off anyway, sir. I'm doing my duty right now. Sir, return to your vehicle.
Obstruction is a physical.
Sir, return to your vehicle.
Are you aware of what prior restraint means?
What's that?
Prior restraint.
I don't understand the question.
Do you know what prior restraint is?
I don't understand the question.
So no, you do not.
Do you understand my orders that I'm giving you right now?
Your orders.
Stay right there, sir. Do not come another step forward or you'll be arrested for obstructing. I apologize. Oh, wait, you took another step forward, sir. Therefore, you're under arrest right now for obstructing. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back, sir.
How am I obstructing?
Put your hands behind your back, sir.
I'm not
Do
resisting.
not reach for anything. Put your other hand behind your back. You're under arrest right now for obstructing. We'll get your license in a second, sir. Cuff him.
You are aware that obstruction is a physical act, right?
You took another step forward, sir. That is physical.
No, obstruction is a physical act. You do not tell me where to stand while I'm filming. I have every right to film you.
It is an issue when you interfere with my traffic stop, sir.
I want to speak to the supervisor.
Okay.
Get his palms closer together.
Resistance?
No, I'm fit.
I'm not
Keep
resisting.
that hand right there.
But you guys are both aware that obstruction is a physical act.
You took another
I would
step
have to be
forward, sir. That is physical.
Physically obstructing you. I can take your attention away from you. I'm allowed to be
All right,
here
shine a
because
light
I'm
on
a
it.
free citizen.
You're right. You are free, sir, but now you're being arrested.
For what?
I already told you, obstructing.
And how am I obstructing?
Took my attention away from the traffic stop. You also disobeyed a lawful order.
How is taking your attention
You have their licenses?
obstruction? How is it obstruction?
Are they clear?
Couldn't get repair on the vehicle, but
Okay.
You go state board, right?
Okay, let's go, sir.
It'd be a good
I
lawsuit.
apologize about that, folks. We'll get your license back to you in a second, okay? Thanks, Chille, 49. Warning, custody obstructing. Do you have anything on you that's going to poke me or stick me, sir?
I have a pocket knife right there.
Okay.
I'm still requesting your supervisor
He's not coming to this,
before
sir.
you make a mistake.
I'm not making a mistake.
Are we going to go along with this story? Can I get you here? And you're going along with this story?
Sir, remove your cell phone from your hand, okay?
No.
Yes.
Any searches
That is fine.
of myself or my
Thanks, Chille,
property?
49.
Of myself or my property? I do not consent.
You get a total for a white Toyota pickup, jeans. What are you reaching for, sir?
Looking where my keys are.
All right. Well, your vehicle is getting towed. You want to step in the car for me?
No.
Yes,
First of all, why would I be in the front seat? And
because
where
that's how
is
we
your
transport
supervisor?
people. He's not coming here.
Where's your supervisor?
Get in the vehicle, sir.
For what crime?
What's that? Because you're under arrest. Get in the
For
vehicle.
what crime am I under arrest?
Get in the vehicle.
I need it said.
Sir, you're going to get more charges if you
I
don't
will get in the vehicle once you tell me what I'm being arrested for.
Obstructing.
Okay, obstructing. Obstructing.
I'm not
your
here to
traffic
argue
stop.
it, sir. Get in the vehicle.
That's what you're saying?
Yes, sir. Get your
How
legs
do you
in for me.
think this is supposed to work?
Get in the vehicle. Get in the vehicle for me completely.
Yeah, you got a lot of shit here, so.
Yes, sir. We do. We have a lot of equipment.
Yeah, well.
you have the seatbelt lock.
You guys aware of what the application is?
792, copy.
What's your
1
name?
out of range.
My name is Trooper
10-9,
Tardif. My
and
badge
1
number is 851.
in range.
Tard
10-9.
what?
Tardif. Yes,
With
sir.
a D?
Yes, sir.
Tardif.
Yes, sir.
IF?
Yes, sir. Two
Okay.
F's.
And once again, you're refusing?
What's that?
You're refusing?
What am I refusing? He will be notified of this incident, but he is not coming out to this traffic stop, sir. I need you to lean back for me so we can secure your seatbelt.
2,500 cash for surety.
How am I going to do that with my arms behind my fucking
It
back?
states the original was a felony for weapons offense,
That's
but the
fucking real
remarks
smart.
state
Sir,
also
please stop
charged with
swearing.
operating license
Fuck you.
suspended, revoked, or
Don't tell me to
denied.
fucking stop swearing. I'll say whatever the fuck I want.
That's not
You
very
already
polite of
fucked
you,
up
sir.
tonight.
He's also
You don't realize that?
That's not very
You
polite, of you,
just
sir.
fucking violated my constitutional rights.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
Prior Tina.
Sir, is that a hate crime by calling me a racial or by calling me a slur?
You think that'll hold up?
That's 519 Sand Street.
Put your knee in so I don't hit it, please.
Information? Where's my fucking phone?
I have info.
Where's my phone? Where's my property? Where's my phone?
I have it, sir.
Over at the airport.
Do not
Did you grab that?
Yes. Go up there and get that back to him, please.
You can show me clearly.
Sir, do you want your phone with you?
Yeah,
Copy 3.
give me my fucking phone.
I have it with me, sir. I am not going to go through it.
Yeah, I believe. You realize you're using your qualified immunity right now, right?
How would I do that, sir, by making a lawful arrest?
No, this is the unlawful arrest because we both know that interference is a physical act. I cannot be interfering by simply standing there and filming you. You arresting me for filming? That's prior restraint, motherfucker.
No, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
yes. You just fucking violated my First Amendment right.
I'm going to put that back in the vehicle for me, please.
You know I'm right, don't
What's
you?
Yes, sir.
So, are you gonna get your supervisor out here, ask some reasonable fucking questions about what you did wrong?
He's not coming out here, sir.
Feeling pretty good, you little smug prick, aren't you?
Why are you calling me names?
I call it as I see it. You're
Yeah?
a smug little prick. You
I
think
like
you're
that.
fucking smart. Your breath smells like fucking ass from chewing on that shit.
You don't like that smell?
Like fucking stale ass. The fuck you sucking on besides tobacco?
It's not very nice of you, sir, to suggest that.
I suggest that you fucking call somebody that knows the law.
You have your keys on you?
I don't answer questions. You guys are making one hell of a lawsuit. You just arrested me for filming you.
No, sir, there's other reasons.
No, you just said so don't breathe on me.
Try not
Put your
to.
fucking window down or something.
Your window is down.
Yeah, put yours down.
I'm not going
The
to
shit
right
smell's
now.
not coming from me. It's coming from you. You got a supervisor yet?
I already told you
Hey,
no.
Lamach. I'm requesting a supervisor.
Central 784 for a partial. He's not coming out here, so.
Go ahead.
All right.
Crystal
So you're in
Guard.
cahoots with Cardiff here, huh?
Copy. Central 784, copy file.
Good.
Crystal Lee Guard, 11-9 of 79, OSC, suspended.
Fuck are you doing, man?
Stevenson.
I'm working right now.
Doesn't look like it.
No?
No, you better get your shit moving.
Why?
I ain't got all night.
No,
You know these charges are being dropped, and then I'm gonna fucking sue you.
that's
So
fine.
let's get this shit moving.
We gotta wait to tow your vehicle.
South 19th Street, 1 Lincoln.
Where's your supervisor?
It's not coming out. I told you that. Please put your foot down, sir.
Dude, this place is cramped enough.
I get that. Put your foot down, please.
I can't.
Why not?
Took too much effort getting up here, man.
Don't break anything. That's another charge.
Did I fucking break anything?
I just warned you.
Are you threatening me?
No, I'm not. I'm telling you the consequences of your actions.
Oh, you're threatening me.
No,
You shut the fuck up,
no.
bitch. Hey, Lamont, you gonna call the supervisor?
Approximately 42.
$84.33 from 9. You might come to the stop, wait on the vehicle till Jeans gets here. So we go to the.
I need a supervisor.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I've been kidnapped.
You're not being kidnapped.
Yeah.
By a grain and grape.
Well, do you have any paper you need that you want?
Don't worry about it. Just hang tight till they get here.
How many people you charge with interference here?
Me?
Tired.
I don't know. I don't keep track.
Well, I think you'll remember this one.
723. I might have his line for you.
Yeah, shut your door all the way there again.
I have a Douglas Williams, 1 of 81. Is that who you have?
Right. I think that's the only one
Copy. Central 784, copy 10-9.
Good.
He has one extraditable 10-9 out of Isabella.
Can you scoot over, sir? I don't want you touching me.
I don't want you touching me either.
You're touching
Well, look
me.
what you did.
What do you mean?
You just assaulted me and put me in handcuffs.
You're not
Now you're
assaulting
kidnapping me.
I'm not kidnapping you.
The fuck you ain't.
Stop touching me, please.
Stop touching me, you fuck.
Look
Move
where my
over.
arm is. I can't move over any further.
I can't move over any further.
Yes, you can. You weren't touching me when I got in here. Do you understand what I want you to do? Is that a no?
More threats?
No.
What are you gonna do to me?
I just asked you to move over.
How
I
the
don't want
fuck
you
can I
touching
move
me.
over, asshole?
What's that?
How can I move over, asshole?
You weren't touching me a second ago.
Yeah, I just watched you put your
Shut
arm
the fuck up. Yeah, look at me. I'm
Yeah,
really
you weren't-
fucking trying
you
here,
Here,
aren't
now
I,
you're not
asshole?
touching
there. You
me.
weren't sitting
Shut
like
up.
that before, so.
Got a supervisor coming?
Nope. Nah. Sign Chille for 9. We're out of DC, Jen.
9 just coming to baby. Is that car going to be there then?
Hey, firm, he's just getting uncooperative. Gotta leave.
Oh, now I'm being uncooperative.
Something.
You got your camera on?
Yes, sir, it is.
Yeah, good. Let's see how I'm being uncooperative.
I'll be here 92. Are you available right now?
Excuse me.
Is that what the location?
Touching you too much? Because I'm fucking.
Well, that's called assault, sir. The unwanted touching of someone.
Yeah, exactly what you did to me.
Well, we have to when we place under someone under arrest.
Unlawful arrest.
No,
Oh, yes.
disobeyed a lawful order.
I don't fucking have to obey you.
Yes, sir, you do.
Especially when you tell me where the fuck to stand.
That was a
This is
lawful
a
order,
free
sir.
country.
That was a lawful order,
No,
sir.
no, you little bitch. You're gonna learn in court. That you're wrong.
I disagree.
Received 2 911 abandoned calls. Female crying in the background. And here, male in the background. Trying to get an exact location. We have no past history with the phone number. It's spotting at 1513 28th Avenue. For the latitude, longitude, it's spotting at 1505. That's 1505 28th Avenue.
But your last chance to get a supervisor. Ask,
No, sir, I don't have to.
oh, yeah, why's that? Because you're a cop. You do what you want, right?
No, sir, it's not in our official orders and it's not what's in the law, so I'm not going to get you a supervisor. It's not needed. Be wasting his time.
Hey, firm, it's going to be apartment 3 taking a third-party call from a neighboring apartment.
Special 493.
Have a nice.
I'm clear of life, and I want you to call. Can you repeat the location?
1505 28th Avenue, 1505 28th Avenue, apartment 3.
Copy, thank you. How can I help you?
It's the state. I have 1 male in custody for obstructing.
And again, how am I obstructing?
I already explained it to you, sir, several times.
Because I didn't step back? Is that,
Gave you
that
a
what-
lawful order.
No, you did not.
Yes,
you do
I
not
did,
even
sir.
understand what lawful means. When I am
Do you?
going to a fucking
Do
stop
you?
doing my job,
That's your job.
yes,
Okay.
I'm press.
Okay.
Means I
press
have the right
underneath
to
us.
fucking film you. And when you tell me where to stand, that's called prior restraint.
No, sir.
And when I refuse to do it and you arrest me, that's a illegal arrest.
No, sir,
That's
it is not.
unlawful arrest.
No, sir, it
Yes.
is not.
We'll see in court, won't we?
I think we will.
I think we will. You're a smug little piece of shit.
That night, just left Short's property.
Oh, you got it still?
Yeah, his truck's locked. And we'll unlock it.
All right, we'll go on this property together. I'll give you his cell phone, then I'll unbuckle him and you can get him out. Watch your arm, sir. I'm gonna unbuckle you.
You really gotta do something about that fucking halitosis. I don't know how you put up with that shit.
Much.
Can you step out for me, sir? Can you grab me my, hold on 1 second.
Sorry, it's not.
Go in that room right to your left there, sir.
Right there.
Right in the room there.
Don't fucking touch me. I'm
Right,
cooperating.
right on that bench.
You don't have to assault me.
Go ahead.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna search it real quick.
I did not consent to any searches or seizures. Want that on the record.
Okay. Body camera's active, but I have to search you before I bring you inside.
Now you know, you're aware.
Okay.
Piece of shit.
Anything on you that's gonna stick, stab, poke me, anything like that?
Not that I'm aware of.
What's this?
Go ahead, dude.
Keep your hands off my dick, too.
I'm not gonna try and grab it. Okay. Anything in the back pockets? Have you kick your shoes off for me? If I take those cuffs off, are you gonna be okay?
I'm gonna be fine. These guys are fucked up. I'm awful at risk, they did shit. Oh, yeah. We'll see.
No.
Can you release your hand, please?
I'm not fucking holding them.
Unbelievable.
What you looking at, Chille?
Looking
Got
at you.
something to say?
Nothing.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, nothing to say. I just told you that.
Let's hear it.
I told you.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Go ahead and take a seat, please.
Thank you.
And take that help phone, please. Yes, sir. Your slices as well, please.
That's all I got on.
Got a shirt on underneath, I can see.
T-shirt.
It's pretty warm inside.
Well, I'm not undressing.
You need your keys for the tow.
So now you're stealing the vehicle also?
It's getting towed.
My house keys and my wallet in there.
Okay.
You guys are really fucking me over.
No.
Oh, yes.
You gotta listen to him.
Yes, you just fucking
It's not up for
violated
debate.
my rights.
It's not up for debate.
String out of your sweatshirt, please.
Man, you guys cocksuckers. Doesn't come out.
Okay.
What do you want? Cut it out?
I'm either gonna have to cut it out or I'm gonna have to take your sweatshirt.
You got other clothes for me to wear?
I have oranges that I can give you.
You give me some.
I will chain you out in front and inside. Can I please just have your sweatshirt?
Man, you guys are really fucking working for it. Nothing to say, killer?
I got nothing to say to you.
You look like you got something to say.
Nothing. You got strings on your sweatpants too.
No shit.
You can't have those.
Yeah. You want to see my dick while you're at it, you faggot?
Not really.
No. Really fucking fishing. Not sure.
Thanks, sir.
Let's hear it, killer.
What's that?
Come on. Let's hear it. What do you got to say?
I have nothing for you.
No.
No,
You guys all good?
I'm good.
Can you put your hands on the wall, please? I'm gonna search you one last time. I need, again, anything on your six
I
tab?
did not consent to any searches
I
or
understand
seizures.
that.
This is assault, you faggot.
Pick up your foot for me, please. Out to your left, please.
Listen carefully to what the pig says right here. Listen very carefully.
See you, Corey.
Yep.
Up to the desk.
Thanks, you guys do. Search the front seat. You still recording, Chuck?
Listen. Listen carefully. Here's the way.
Oh yeah, that was the guy.
Oh, yeah,
I've seen his
that one.
videos before.
There it is.
Is there a number for this?
Oh yeah, that was the guy. I've seen his videos before. That's what they just said. So the past couple weeks, I've been talking with Press with Rancor in some pretty detailed conversations. We've spent some significant time on the phone for the past couple weeks. And really, we've only had 2 or 3 calls, but those calls were pretty long calls. So right now, what I'd like you guys to do is open up your phone right now and everybody send me $5 or $10 right now. We got to raise about $2,500 for this guy. There's a little over 200 people in here. If everybody puts in $10 right now, we got $2,000. So if you can do it right now, put Press with Rancor on the PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App or Zelle. My Zelle is deletelaws@gmail.com. Right now, everybody, I'm going to bring Press on in a second and we're going to talk with him. Right now, everybody pull your phone out right this second. If you can, if you're capable, if you have the means to do so. And right now, send me $5, $10, $20, $50, $100, whatever you can send, please send it right now. Every single dime is going to Press with Rancor. Tomorrow, the We Support People 501c3 is going to be intact. So that tomorrow I'll have my nonprofit up and going, and it's called We Support People. That's the name of the nonprofit. But as of right this moment, this guy has a public pretender. And to be honest with you, and it's partially my fault too, because I'm human and I get caught up in life and what I'm doing. Press with Rancor's case is not getting enough attention. This man is not getting enough attention. He's facing a felony. You saw what his actions were. Listen, if you're a felon, I don't want you on the streets. You belong in a box because you hurt people. You're violent. You're a bad person if you're hurting other people. Press with Rancor pointed a camera at a piggy. That's what he did. So right now, if you would please pull out your phone, pull out your PayPal, pull out your Venmo, your Cash App, your Zelle, and right this second, send me right now $5, $10, $15, $20, $50. I'll give you guys the receipts. Every dime is going to his lawyer. When you guys give funds to other people, I don't keep a single solitary penny. As a matter of fact, just so you guys know, I got a few more donations that came in after that live for Heather Dollarhide. I'm just waiting another day or two, and then I'm going to send her over those funds. I can't sleep at night if I have an extra dollar that doesn't belong to me. It doesn't sit well with me. So it's only like 50 or 60 bucks or something like that going to Heather Dollarhide, but people continued to donate after the fundraiser was closed. So that money's going to go to her, and we're going to get him a lawyer that's really going to represent him. I believe his case is October 16th, 17th, or 18th. Do you guys think that I should head over there to make sure that this guy doesn't go to jail for pointing a camera at somebody, and that I should bring Team DLZ and my big brass band and head over to Michigan next month? I'm considering it. I've been thinking about it. I'm trying to make that decision in my head and in my heart, and I don't know. Let's see what happens. But there's other things here with Press that I'm going to get into with him. I'm going to bring him on. Let me see if he's available. Do I got you here, Press? Are you available? He may still be setting up. I just texted him a few minutes ago. So whenever you get a chance, give me a $5 if you guys can hear me okay, just to make sure I got it. And I'll have glasses on Monday. I can't wait. Glasses on Monday. So if I do go to Michigan next month, is anybody going to come join me? Is anybody going to come and help me expose this judge and this prosecutor if I do go? I don't know if I'm going to go. I'm thinking about it. I'm considering it. I'm trying to see if I can. So I just can't watch this nightmare. This is an absolute nightmare for Press with Rancor being charged with a felony. And so I want to give you guys a little bit of the backlog. Press is not here with us right now. Oh, I think I hear him coming in. But here's what happened. I'll give you guys, I wanted him to tell his story. There he is. Hey, Garrett, how are you?
Good.
Good. So how are you feeling? How are you doing right now with being charged with a felony and court? Is it October 16th? Is that the date of court?
October 17th, 18th, and 19th.
Okay, October 17th, 18th, and 19th. Okay. And how are you feeling right now facing a felony?
I think it's bullshit.
Right. And so let me give you guys a little backdrop, and then I'm just going to pepper you with some questions. I already know the answers to the questions, Garrett, but I'm going to ask you the questions so that I can give the information and at the same time not have you have to dig into too much emotional stuff that's hard to talk about. So Garrett, when did this all first start? When was that first interaction that we saw with you where you had flipped off the cop? In case you guys don't know, and Colin, you can send me the link from Garrett's page if you want to. Garrett is Press with Rancor. You're going to find out his legal name and all of his information anyway, because there's going to be a federal civil rights lawsuit coming in, and he's being prosecuted for a felony. So everybody's going to know his name. So there's no point in trying to pretend as though we're not going to know Garrett's name. His name is Garrett, and Garrett is Press with Rancor. And so Now this happened, what, a year ago or so? You flipped off some cops, you flipped off the cop, and then he pulled you over and you said, I'm not giving you my ID. Is that right?
I guess maybe the short version.
Right.
I've flipped off every cop I've seen. You know, I've definitely given him the finger before, but that incident started with me leaving work. Are you talking the two state troopers where I
Right.
refused ID?
Right. There's a video, and Colin will find it and he'll send it to me in a second. But let's go back a little bit. I want to take you guys back in time with Garrett. And Garrett, what he did when he moved up to that small little area on the northern peninsula of Michigan, he actively flips off cops and tells them to go have a ham sandwich. You guys know I try not to curse, but he actively is outwardly, I guess you would say, disliking towards police, because hostility requires physical, some sort of aggression, and it's not violence. It's just words and him exercising his First Amendment right. So he shares his open dislike with the police. And so let's go back to 2007. Let's go back. And you signed up to be a Marine, right? You signed up to be a Marine. And then at 19 years old, Garrett goes out to a bar. He's having some drinks with some friends, and Garrett, you can see he's a full-grown man. So most underage kids or underage people under 21 by the law's standard will go and have a drink. So he has a drink. Garrett sees something fizzing in his drink and realizes that he's been drugged. He goes outside because this whatever was in his drink has him feeling woozy. He goes outside. He sees a cop and tells the cop, "I've been drugged. Someone put drugs in my drink, and I need help." Garrett, what happens from there? Because you're set to go into the Marines. You have got all your dotted all your and crossed all your T's. You're about to go in for basic. You go to have a drink, celebrate with some friends that you're going into the Marines. Someone puts drugs in your drink. You go out and ask the cops to help you. What do the cops do?
Well, I asked them to call me an ambulance, and the first thing from the cop was, "That's not my job, fuck off." Sorry.
Right. That's okay. It's true. It's true. And then what do they do next?
Well, they end up arguing with me for however long it took for the drugs to kick in, take effect, and then they basically tricked or led me to a dumpster to piss, and then attacked me and arrested me for indecent exposure, and ended up putting 5 felony charges on me and dropping it to 1.
And during that beating, what exactly do they do to you?
Well, I guess in the parking garage of the jail, they beat, tased, tortured me. One of the cops had taken a baton and used it like a hammer, beating up and down my spine. Another one stomped on my neck. I had 6 taser prongs torn out of my flesh, so I was shot 3 times.
And this is what's going to lead to you and your disliking police. And I guarantee you that half of the crowd here tonight has a story that maybe not quite as egregious as yours, because I'm not done with his story yet. But a lot of the people in the crowd understand what they did to you. But that's not it. So they savagely attack you. He takes his baton like a baseball bat and beats him on the vertebrae. That causes irreparable damage, doesn't it? And what do you call that particular damage that was done to you?
Well, I'm still, getting treatment for all that, and I'd rather not.
Right. I'll just tell you that he's going through severe nerve and neurological damage from him being hit in the back of the neck over and over. And another cop came up behind, stomped on it. Yep. Yeah. I'm sorry, Garrett. I'm not, this is all going to come out in your federal civil rights lawsuit anyway. because they're not going to get away with this. We're not going to let them get away with this. This team here of these people is not going to let them get away with this. We're not going to watch it happen to you. So now what else happens from that besides the beating and besides them causing neurological damage to you? What else do they do?
I guess I don't know where you're going. I have the,
Didn't they call your Marine recruiter?
well, I don't know about that, but I was, no longer qualified.
So I'll tell you guys what happened. One of those pigs or his superior called his Marine recruiter and got Garrett decommissioned and uninvited to go into the Marines. He was 19 years old. This was his life path, and they snatched it from him. That's what happened. That's what they did to this man. And that's why when he sees them, he gives them the bird and tells them to go have a ham sandwich. That's why he's the way he is. They made him. They created him. And now they're trying to persecute and prosecute him for him holding them accountable with his camera. That's what's happening right now. So Garrett gets kicked out of the Marines before he even begins. Now, you're 19, turning 20. What do? They've kicked you out of the Marines. This is what you had planned on doing with your life. Now what are you going to do?
I don't know. I ended up getting in more trouble for drinking on probation.
You got probation for the charges they charged you with. For the felony, they charged you with 5 felonies, then dropped it down to 1. And then you end up doing probation when just so you know, the state scam is to get you on probation so you lose all your rights. And then if you're from any place where you live, a small town, a small city, a borough, a district, then they hunt you. And so then Garrett gets in more trouble for drinking alcohol. Okay. So now let's go a little bit into the Cardiff family. The pig who arrested him, who we heard him sitting knee to knee with him, saying how he was not cooperating and he had committed a felony of obstruction. What's his name again? Cardiff? Is that right?
Tardif with a T.
Tardif.
Tardiff.
I'll put it in the Cole Tardif. Tardiff. And so Cole Tardif, isn't he becoming a canine pig right now?
Yeah, that's the story the prosecutor gave why my court case is being put out so far.
And what does Team DLZ know about canine pigs? They are the most sadistic, twisted, masochistic pigs there are. And they targeted him. You heard the end of the video where I chimed in and said, hey, listen carefully. That's the guy who makes the videos. That's the guy who flipped the other trooper off. That's the guy right there who's not kind to us and treats us poorly because they're dog crap. They're pigs. So Cole Tardif, the prosecutor said that the trial is postponed until October, which actually is good. That gives me time to maybe make some plans and come up there. I'm coordinating that now with a few people. And so Cole Tardif, who is he from a long lineage of pigs?
I would assume so. His father was the lieutenant at the sheriff's department, third in ranking.
Mm-hmm. So his daddy was a pig. Do you know if the granddaddy was a pig too?
No, I didn't look into him that deep. But
okay, so sorry about that. So understand this. Understand this, y'all. Understand this. They are a well-organized, financed machine that wants to put Garrett in prison and charge him with a felony. So I need you right now to open up your phone and send me $10 right this second. This fundraiser will not be closed after this live because we have to raise this man $2,500 to $3,500. If you come tomorrow, I'll be doing a fundraiser for Garrett. If you come the next day, I'll be doing a fundraiser for Garrett until we reach that threshold of the $3,500 to be able to pay a real attorney, not a public pretender. They persecuted this man since he was a kid. They've chased him, they've hunted him, they've treated him like garbage. And now they're trying to put a felony on him. You saw the video. If you think this man is a felon, then don't donate any money. If you think this man should not be charged with a felony, then send me $20 right now, right this second, and put press with rancor on the line. I am not going to watch this. And to the prosecutor and to the cops up there in northern Michigan, if I come there, hell's coming with me. That's the name of my camera. Hell's coming with me. And I will catch you. And wherever I go, cops resign. That's a fact. So I'll tell you what right now. So this is a fundraiser. Don't get caught up in his story without pulling out your phone and sending me $20 right this second. And tomorrow you skip Subway. Tomorrow you don't go to lunch. You skip that thing you were going to do on Saturday where you had the extra $25 because you gave it to someone you don't know. Because we can't watch him burn. Just like we saved the Dollarhide family from losing their house yesterday, we're going to save this man from a dungeon. I've already dedicated to this. I'm not stopping. You can't get me off this bone. So please donate money right now. I need your money out of your wallet right this second. I need you to donate your money right now and put press with rancor or Garrett on the subject line. Press would be best, just one word, press. Then when I look it up on my PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App, I can put it in a file, send it to my accountant so I don't have to pay taxes on that. Tomorrow, we support people. 501c3 is going to be completed. I just talked to them today. I should have the EIN number tomorrow. By this coming weekend, even by Monday or Tuesday, we'll have a bank account that's a nonprofit where all donations go in there and they never touch my personal account. I cannot wait. Or my business account. I can't wait. Okay. So now, what's going on? Cole Tardif is a canine pig. His daddy's a pig. Didn't you tell me that his daddy was stalking you?
Yeah, his father would take every opportunity he had. Stalk me on the highways, follow me all the way home.
Now, you have footage of that. You have video that you've shot of a few different incidents where they're stalking you, don't you?
Yeah, I believe I sent you one. There's
Yes.
multiple on my dash cam. I have a 3-camera system in my vehicle.
They are stalking him. The pigs are tagging off. Cops are following him around. They're on a peninsula. Guess who was raised on a peninsula? This guy. Guess what was there? The state trooper's office was on the peninsula. There's a peninsula Garrett lives on, and the state trooper's office is on the peninsula. It sounds like home to me, Garrett. I can't wait. Sounds like a great time to me. When I left Ironton, 3 cops resigned. One's under FBI investigation right now. And the other one's in jail, went to jail for dealing drugs. And the chief of police resigned. When I come, hell's coming with me. My camera. It's the name of my camera. I will catch you pigs breaking the law. And if you give me standing, I will come at you with my lawsuits. I will list you in a federal civil rights lawsuit. Because Garrett's going to list you. I guarantee it's going to happen. So now Cole Tardif and his daddy who are stalking you, is that still going on? Are they still coming after you?
No, now I believe they've all been ordered to leave me alone. They smile and wave when I give them the finger. So.
And you continue to give them the finger.
Oh yeah.
A true freedom fighter, ladies and gentlemen. A true freedom fighter. Do not back down. Do not surrender. Never say die. We will not give up on you, Garrett. Once I dedicate, I dedicate. I'm all in, dude. I am not going to watch this happen to you without exposing them. And that's what I'm going to do. And so now your court date, didn't we look up that prosecutor? What's the prosecutor's name again? We found her Facebook page last time and then she turned off her Facebook page, right?
Yeah, Lauren Wickman.
Lauren Wickman. Someone want to pop up her Facebook page so I can stay focused on the interview here. Lauren Wickman, Wickman.
Yeah, I believe so.
So just let me explain to you guys a little bit about the First Amendment. I'm a member of the press. I don't know Garrett. We're not friends, and we're friends now. We've talked on the phone quite a bit. We're friends now. He's in my life 100%. But I didn't know him before I found out about him and his journalistic endeavors, and I started to follow his story. So as a member of the press, I have every right to question every single person involved, go to where they are and film them. I have a right to do that. You guys can look up ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, name it, PBS. In the 80s and the 90s, reporters running up to people saying, hey, can I get in? Hey, I want to talk to you. Hey, I want to talk to you. That's my right. It's clearly established. And as you guys know, this platform is all about nonviolence through press, petition, assembly, and speech. That's what we do here. So now Lauren Wickman, Wickman.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, let's find her. Let's see if she put her Facebook page back up, and I'll reach out and ask her a question of whether or not she plans on at least dropping this down to a misdemeanor, because there's thousands of people who will see this. And I'm sorry, was there anything we didn't see here? We know you give the cops the finger, but there's no like secret death threats going on. You know, like sending a bird with a scroll that, you know, I'm going to kill you and kill your family. You haven't said anything like that. I just want to be clear. I want people to pull their wallet out and to send me their money. That's what I want you to do, so we can hire him a decent lawyer. He's got a public pretender. You know, listen, just so you know, I've done this a lot. So, you know, I appreciate your donation, but I'll get it done with or without. I appreciate you being here and adding to the thread. Thanks a lot. But we will get this accomplished. I guarantee it 100%. And I've done this for a lot of people. So, you know, I ask the people who I help, like Garrett, to let me do the e-begging. Let me do it, because we need your help. We can't do this without you. We can't get him a decent lawyer without you. It can't be done. I can't do it. DLZ Clips will tell you, I can't do it. So we need your help. That's why we need you to donate right this second. So now, have you had any meetings with the prosecutors, with Lauren Wickman? Has she called you? Is there any kind of pretrial talks about reducing this to a misdemeanor? You know, you pointed a camera. Let's say that you did defy the cop. Let's just go with their whole narrative. Let's just say that you're bad because you filmed him. Let's go with the bootlicking mentality, okay? So even still, with that mentality, you're not a felon. I mean, put a 1 in the chat if you guys agree with that. You're not a felon, right? How you feeling, Garrett?
Good.
You all right?
Yeah.
Going through it, man. You know, and you know, I blame myself. I blame myself because, you know, Garrett's facing a felony for filming cops, and I hadn't paid enough attention to it until the last couple weeks when I've really connected with this man. I wasn't in enough for this guy. I really wasn't, you know. And you guys can look at Garrett. What do we do when we see somebody? We judge them. You better judge people. You better. Don't go down that alley with that guy. You better judge people. You see people, Garrett, he's got a deep voice. He's a different kind of guy. He's been defiant since he was 19 because they got him kicked out of the Marines. He hates them. I understand that. Me too. So, but he isn't a cheerleader. He's going to run around, rah, rah, rah. As a matter of fact, Garrett, when we talked, you told me you never wanted to be seen. Is that right?
Yeah, it wasn't really the point of the filming or making the channel.
Right. You told me that you didn't ever want to be on camera when you audited, and you just, the purity of the situation, you didn't want to talk. You just wanted to stand there and film. Is that true?
Yeah. I wanted to present the interaction with as little bias from myself, so the viewer can judge and decide for themselves what they're seeing without my narrative or personal influence.
Right. Which is the polar opposite of me. We do it completely different. So we're totally different people. And this, you happen to, so then when is the first time, okay, so let me ask you a better question. Is the first time where you have to be adversarial with police Is it the time where they pull you over for flipping them off with no probable cause? Is that the first time you interact with the cops and it's kind of like this contentious thing where you're not going to cede your will or your rights?
I guess in a way, yes, but that kid that I refused to give ID to, he sat there with his lights off waiting for me to leave work and attempted to follow me for over 30 minutes while I gave him a runaround. And when he got frustrated with that, he pulled behind the building I work at while I was getting gas. And I finished getting gas and I pulled back in there to see what he was going to do. And that's where the video starts.
Okay, let me open up your page right now real quick, and let me go to Press with Rancor here. Got you right there. Okay, now I'm going to share the page here with you guys. I'm sorry you can't see what I'm doing just yet. Apparently, Lauren Wickman has an Instagram, and so I'm going to question her. I'm just going to ask her respectfully if she's going to drop this down to a misdemeanor, which is more than a fair thing to ask. What do you remember the name of the video, Garrett? I could probably go by popular, huh?
Yeah, it's the first one.
This one right here, ID refusal. Okay, so this one kind of went viral. I covered it. I think Brian from Here's the Deal covered it. And
a lot of people covered that.
Identify yourself.
State Police of Michigan.
What's your name and employee number?
Trooper Lemire.
Employee number?
Like badge number?
Employee number. Spit it out.
1714.
What do you want?
I need a driver's license.
For?
For
Why
my
are you?
Traffic stop.
This is not a traffic stop.
Yes, it is.
Okay, what are you stopping me for?
When I run the plate, it says it's got no insurance.
Bullshit.
Well, do you have proof of that?
How did you run my plates when you're in front of me?
Because I ran your plates prior to stopping you.
listen to Junior. He can't even talk.
Why didn't you stop me when you ran them and seen that there was no insurance?
Because you already stopped. You already parked your vehicle.
I need your supervisor.
For what?
Get your supervisor out here.
For what?
I'm done speaking with you. Get your supervisor out here.
I need your driver's license, sir.
Get your supervisor out here.
How come he's pulled you over, Garrett?
Well, he never pulled me over. He was sitting behind the building I work at with his lights off. I assume it's in retaliation for how many times I've given him the finger. He was
I need your driver's license.
out that night.
For what crime?
For the traffic stop I just conducted.
Am I free to go?
No, you're not free to go.
Why am I being detained?
You're not being detained.
Then I'm free to go.
You're not free to go because I'm making a
Well,
traffic
why am
stop.
I being...
He doesn't know the difference between being detained and not being detained. Just sidebar, did you file a complaint on him for doing this?
I went into the police station, I believe it was the following day or 2 days later. I'd have to look at the dates, but that's when, I don't remember his name, the other guy refused to give me the complaint forms.
It's all across America. You can't get the complaint form.
being detained?
Because I'm making a traffic stop, sir.
Why am I being detained?
Because I made a traffic stop, you're not providing your driver's license or any information.
This is not a traffic stop.
It is a traffic stop.
No, it's not. You're in front of me. You blocked me when I'm going back to work. You're fucking with me. I need your supervisor.
I'm not screwing with you. I'm making a traffic
Call
stop.
your supervisor out here. It's your policy to call your supervisor when one is requested.
I don't think the supervisor on duty right now, sir.
Well, you better find one.
I've yet to meet a supervisor from the Michigan State Police post here.
Do you have any idea on you, sir?
I need to speak to your supervisor.
Regarding what?
Your conduct.
Of what?
Your conduct.
Nice.
What do you mean my conduct?
This bullshit. Get your supervisor out here.
There's not one on duty right now.
Call a superior.
Go ahead, Garrett. What's he saying right there? Who's he talking to?
He was looking in my rear seat, shining his light through the window.
You're watching the stalking of Garrett Van Ness. I would like you right now to pull out your Venmo, your PayPal, or Zelle and send me $10 right now so we can hire him a lawyer, please.
Okay, I have someone coming, sir.
You're dismissed.
Beautiful.
What?
You're dismissed.
From what?
Go away in your car. I'll speak to the supervisor. I'm done talking to you.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna stay right here.
Get your light out of my eyes then.
What's that?
Get your light out of my eyes then.
It's not in your eyes. So is there any reason why your plate or your vehicle...
Wait a second. Garrett, you have a GoFundMe, don't you?
Yeah.
Could you send me the link for that GoFundMe, pretty please, with cherries and sugars on top? Will you send me that link real quick? Just post it in the chat for me real fast or send it over to Colin. Let's get that in there right away. Holy smokes, I forgot. You guys can donate directly to Garrett, which is amazing. I would prefer you sent directly to his GoFundMe, and I'll post what you guys put up here on the screen. I already, right now, in my Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App, the usuals have already come in. Chevy, Dan Hanlon, we're already at about $500. I'll show that in a minute, but I want to keep watching this where Garrett dismantles this pig. And this is the beginning of his wrongful persecution, stalking.
Comes back to no insurance.
And now charged with a felony, and he's lying right there. The cop right there saying there's no insurance right there. You see, look at his face. He's lying. That's not true. He made it up.
I don't answer questions.
That cop's name?
John Lemire.
John Lemire. Mr. Lemire, I'm a constitutional law scholar. I hope I get to meet you one day, sir. Brooklyn audit, now's your chance to turn the other cheek. Do I not destroy my enemy when I make him my friend in front of thousands of people? Brooklyn. They're stalking Garrett. He's in his car and they're stalking him. He's done nothing wrong. The cop outside of his window is stalking him. Just imagine it's you sitting in the car and there's a cop outside your window. You haven't done anything, and then some YouTuber makes a video and says, hey, donate please, help this guy. What if it was you in the car and there's a cop outside your window? There's a cop outside his window. He's not free to leave. That's why I'm doing this right now, to help this man. Look what they're doing. Are you gonna watch it? This is the beginning of a long stalking until they charge him with a felony. He's shining the light in your mirror. You're not free to go. I'm hearing Cash App is down. Please use PayPal or Venmo. What are you going through right now, Garrett? As this cop won't let you any, look at him. Do you see that? I'm sorry. Let me look at that. Look at that. What a psycho. Do you see him in the mirror right here? Why is he flashing the light like that? Because he's mad Garrett flipped him off. There's a total, want to see a total D-bag? Want to see a total D? Oh, Lemire. How do you say his name, Garrett?
John Lemire.
Mr. Lemire. I hope I get to get you on my camera. I'm going to make you famous.
You got 5 minutes.
Wow, dude. Just imagine a cop has you held there, telling you that you don't have insurance when you do, flashing his light and standing outside your door. What a psycho, Garrett. This is psychotic behavior. Look at what they're doing. And then later they charge him with a felony. What a shocker.
For what?
From when you fucking stopped me. 5 minutes to conduct your fucking stop. Better be here soon.
Okay, so just so you guys know, he's asked for a supervisor, but if he doesn't have probable cause, then the stop cannot be extended to bring in a drug dog using Rodriguez versus United States.
You just want me to leave then, sir?
No, you know you fucked up now.
Okay, well,
You're lying. You just ran the fucking plate again. I'm putting a complaint in, but your fucking supervisor is gonna come here.
Okay, he's on his way. Okay.
No, it's not okay. Not at all. How about you get that fucking light out of my eyes now? You can do that for me.
Okay, I can do that.
Wow. Wow. I don't think you guys are, some of you can, but really put yourself in the position just for a second. Just imagine that this is happening to you and it's very real. And the guy outside the window has a gun. My hand shakes just like that, brother.
That better?
I don't answer questions.
Just a brilliant dismissal. Garrett's done nothing. No crime. He hasn't done a crime. Didn't you just walk outside of work? Nope. See, you might think, oh, this is boring. He's holding a man against his will right now. It's not boring. You're watching a guy who can't leave, and he's committed no crime. And that's the Nazi right there, holding him against his will at a checkpoint. And as you know, once you're stopped, you can be detained. And then detainment leads you to the dungeon. And he can just make him sit there. And no crime has been committed. I think they have a Facebook page, don't they?
Don't shine that shit at my camera. It's called prior restraint.
What's that?
Said don't shine that at my camera. It's called prior restraint.
I wasn't shining at your camera.
Well, put it down. You just had it off. Turn it back off.
I turned it off because it's hot. You can turn it back on.
My blood is just I'm boiling right now. What the hell am I witnessing right now? You are stopping a guy who's committed no crime. What am I watching right now? Who the hell does this guy think he is? You're challenging my manhood. Because without that gun and bag, I'm old, but I got one in me. I could put you down, son. You're just a wee little boy. And instead, I have to let this guy dominate me using the color of law when there's no law broken. Ugh. You know, his hand is shaking because freedom fighting ain't easy. There's nothing easy about being under the persecution, and now he's under the prosecution, facing a felony. Garrett, please post your GoFundMe in the chat. If I haven't seen it, I'm just watching the video. I'm not looking at the chat right now. Colin, please find his fundraiser. Put yourself in that position right there, that you are held by the police, they're shining a light in your face, and you have done nothing wrong. Pull your phone out right now, donate directly to me, and I'll send it, I'll put it in his GoFundMe at the end of this broadcast, or right to his GoFundMe right there. awesome. Matthew, thank you for your donation. Andrew, thank you. Fabian, Chevy, Dan Hanlon, Chuck, thank you for your donation. GoFundMe's at 140. I've got almost 500.
How you doing, sir?
Identify yourself.
I can't hear you.
Identify yourself.
Trooper Edwards?
Employee.
Trooper Edwards, you work on a peninsula in Michigan? That's where you work? And you're now a public interest for the press? And you do things, probably you violate people's constitutional rights. So if I came there and I started asking people about you on a peninsula, I'm from a peninsula. Just like Ironton's a small little town. If I come there and start asking people questions, I wonder what they'll tell me about you.
Employee number.
I don't have an employee number.
Don't be cute.
I have a badge number.
Spit it out.
1064.
Chuck, make a note of that.
Spit it out.
1064.
Get his full name, badge number. We'll run a FOIA on him.
This stop has already taken 15 minutes.
Okay.
That's not a reasonable amount of time. He's lying.
Okay.
He's already run it twice. Realized he fucked up. Asked if he could leave. Right? I want a note of it. I want your information. Do you have an employee identification card?
I have a little.
Yes,
card.
let's see it.
That's what you
Let's
want.
see it. Both of them.
Did you want a sticker on
Both of them. Give me a card. Give me the card.
Did you want this?
Let me see the card.
Just listen. Let me speak.
Let me see the card.
Let me speak.
Let me speak.
Let me speak.
Let me see the card. I just asked for the card. It's your policy to show your card. I don't know you're a fucking employee.
I will give you my. Just listen.
Let me
I'll give
speak.
you my card.
Oh my God. You get to come up and tell me how it is? And listen to how Garrett is just swashbuckling this pig. And he's not going to let him take his liberty of speech. I don't have to listen to you, pig. And the only thing I have to hear is I'm free to go.
Yes, let's see it.
That's what you
Let's
want.
see it. Both of them.
Did you want a sticker on?
Both of them. Give me your card. Give me his card.
Did you want?
Let me see the card.
Just listen. Let me speak.
Let me see the card.
Just let me speak.
Let me see the card. I just asked for the card. It's your policy to show me your card. How do I know you're a fucking employee?
I will give you my. Just listen. I'll give you my card.
Just listen again.
You don't have to stick around if you don't want to. My understanding is I came because you were requesting a supervisor. A supervisor is not working right now. If you want to talk to a supervisor, there's one available tomorrow at 8 to 4 at the Gladstone Post. That's all I'm here for. I can give you my card. That's more than welcome.
Let's
but you
see
don't
it.
have to hang around. What's that?
Card.
You want a card?
Yeah, you can give me a card, but I need to see your employee identification card.
There's no employee identification.
Then give me your
I can
card.
give you a card.
Go get a card. Give me his card too.
I can't tell you if he can give you his
Give
card.
me
I can
the
give you a
card.
I can get you one.
So just remember, there's no reason for the stop. He's there for no reason.
Hang tight, right?
Now he has to hang tight again. The Nazi to the left is going to stand over him with a gun. Oh, they're going back to powwow. Well, what do we do here? Just we let him know he's boss. We'll get him in line, charge him with a felony. We got a judge here? Oh, yeah, on the peninsula? We got a judge on the peninsula, bro. Got a prosecutor? Oh, on the peninsula? We go deep on the peninsula. Trust me. My hometown friends who vehemently disagree with what I do, I still love them and they still love me. Roots run deep. You have no idea. All my hometown friends on the peninsula, I love you.
Get that out of my face.
What?
Get your light out of my face.
I'm just gonna shine it down here. I gotta see what you're doing, okay?
What? Wait a second. Hold on a second. You have to see what he's doing. He called you so you could see what your cop is doing. He called you to stop the tyranny, stop the madness. This is maddening. This is insane.
So you're free to leave.
I need his card.
This is unbelievable.
If you want to file a complaint, you can
Give
go
me a
tomorrow.
card.
Any questions for us?
Take that. You can get it. I insist you fucking read that.
Do you have any questions for us?
Fuck off.
Okay, you're all set. Have a good night.
Fuck off.
Beautiful. Okay, so press, I'm going to turn this down a little bit. We're going to watch it play out. So this is the first big contentious thing you have with cops face to face where they're openly violating your rights on camera. Is that right?
Well, I guess I'd say the second. The first was a ticket I got where the cop lied, tried to claim I was reckless driving, going 100+ miles an hour. And I contested that. And 5 days after contesting that, a sheriff deputy and a Gladstone public safety officer broke into my apartment while I was getting ready to get into the shower. I heard one walking towards the bathroom I was in, the other walking across the living room.
Hold on. Did you just tell me that someone came into your apartment?
Yes, on the 4th of July.
What date?
2020.
4th of July? 21?
2021, yeah, after, it was the first 4th of July after moving up here. I moved up here the previous August. And
Okay.
5 days after I got the results of that, contesting that ticket, Aaron Quinlan, who was a Delta County Sheriff's deputy and an unknown Gladstone public safety officer, broke into my apartment. And I know that because I stepped to the bathroom door and seen the Gladstone public safety patch on the shoulder of the guy shutting the door. And I seen Aaron Quinlan standing in the hallway as he was shutting my front door.
Wow. You now, did you, so
And
what
that
kind of,
they had my vehicles towed off of Main Street because there was a parade, but they had them towed before, long enough before the parade started. They could have had me move them, but they snuck into my apartment. When they realized I was up and moving, they hurried back out, and I seen them as they were shutting the door.
you
So
saw them?
Yes. After getting dressed, I went downstairs and seen my vehicles were gone, and I confronted Aaron Quinlan about it, who is now a Gladstone public safety officer, no longer a sheriff's deputy.
So he just switched agencies.
Yes, they do that a lot. There's 4 departments here, and they're all playing musical chairs.
Right. So just so everybody knows, when they say, it's a conflict of interest for the Gladstone Police Department to investigate this, so we're going to hand it over to the Sheriff's Department. That's how it works. The cops are the cops or the cops are the cops. So this is a fundraiser for Garrett in Michigan, Garrett Van Ness. He's Pressed with Rancor on YouTube. He's facing a felony, and his trial date is October 16th. And he doesn't have good representation. He has a public pretender who, and so we're going to shine a ton of light on this. And this is also a real quick shout out to every other single person in America who's ever picked up a camera and pointed it at a cop. You could be next. His entire crime at the most is standing where the cop wanted him to stand as he pointed his camera. So if anybody who's ever pointed a camera at a cop right now, this man facing a felon, we have to fight back. We have to fight back. So this is a fundraiser for Garrett. So that was on 4th of July, 2021. And then after that, then Cold Carter begins to stop you.
Well, I was basically being targeted by the entire Michigan State Police Department up here. They would
on the peninsula.
They would take every opportunity to get behind me after I passed them, giving them the finger, and attempt to look for a legitimate reason to fuck with me, basically.
So you're being stalked by multiple agencies on a peninsula in Michigan. Is this yes?
Yes. And this is a small town where everybody knows everyone as well.
Wow. Let me set a little let me send out a little fishing hook here. If anybody Gladstone, Northern Peninsula of Michigan in that area has some stories that they want to share with me about the coppers that you've seen on the programming tonight, then I want to hear from you. If you have a horror story about the cops that broke into his house or the other two cops who pulled him over like Nazis and said, okay, I have to see what you're doing. You can go now. So I want to open up the floor to those people on the peninsula, because I'll tell you, what's really ironic, Garrett, is that I really am from a peninsula in Alaska. and the if you're not from a peninsula and weren't raised on one, then you really don't understand. It's a different thing. You those people that I was raised with love each other. And so the loyalties to those pigs is going to run deep. If they're from, oh yeah. Which means also, though, that there's going to be a long trail of victims that this guy, this beta male chump ass pig, jackboot thug pig that pulled you over for no reason. Dude, I'll see you, bro. And hell's coming with me. I can't wait, Garrett. Oh my God, I love peninsulas. Okay, so now that the stalking begins 2021 and then 2022, when you go to your first pretrial to go and isn't there like a little process with the judge? What happens with the judge?
Well, the judge calls me before my pretrial, and the first thing he says is that he has the prosecutor with me and he's recording and he's in his courtroom. And then he tries to get me to give him the answer he wants, which is to agree to let them postpone the original date, which I know it's in my best interest to maintain my right to a speedy trial and not forfeit it. So I told him I wouldn't give him any answer without counsel, but as I've seen it, there's no reason to postpone it. So he court ordered me to call a number between 8 and noon next day and retain a court-appointed attorney named Antonio Ruiz. And ever since then, well, the date of the pre-trial, I showed up within a half hour, 40 minutes early, and I was notified that my lawyer had already met with the prosecutor and he agreed to forfeit my rights and postpone it and give the prosecutor what she needed, because Cole Tardif was not available to be at the original date. Therefore, it would have been my word against his. It would have been thrown out, most likely without prejudice.
You know, my team, you know, my team is watching this, so we have somebody in Michigan, and what you just said has legal grounds that somebody on the team who has a bar card up there may be able to do some things. Your story's now even more incredible.
every bit of it out, every date they've been putting it as far out as they can get away with to drag this out. And I believe that's in hopes that, I will either leave when it's over and be done with my schooling here, or give them enough time to try and, make these charges stick, or get me on a bond violation in the meantime.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I've got somebody in Michigan. What you just said, I think, I'm a constitutional law scholar. I can tell you about the foundation of our country and what the Bill of Rights actually means and who wrote it, and where the ideas came from. But I'm not an attorney. I haven't gone to law school. So I think, though, that I have somebody in Michigan that may be able to help you on legal grounds that I wouldn't be able to advise you on, because if what you're telling me is that the court mandatorily appointed you an attorney, and then you didn't agree to you didn't agree to the terms, the stipulations of a non-speedy trial, and so
They
then
made a point of meeting before my trial date, before the time, without me, just so they could violate my rights.
And what was that? What was his name again? The public pretender?
Ruiz.
Sorry?
Antonio Ruiz, Ruiz.
And I think you sent me the transcripts?
Yes.
Okay. And the judge's name is what?
Stephen Parks.
Okay.
And he's violated my rights several times over.
So that happens, and then what happens after that? What does the judge do after that? Because then there's a little bit more, right?
Yeah, I mean, the trial date, he said he's seen no reason not to let it go forward, because my behavior, in his opinion, was borderline stalking or harassing to the police, which by the Michigan legal code on harassment, it clearly states that law enforcement and government officials cannot be the victims of harassment.
So when you go to the hearing and Ruiz has already cut a deal with the judge to postpone your trial, right? That I'm sorry?
Yeah, the prosecutor, I believe they were, all communicating on it.
Okay. So, but they make the decision and you've never agreed to that. That was never on your agenda. Okay.
Not at all.
And then since then, they postponed the court date until October 16th. Is that right?
Yeah, they've been putting every date out as far as they can get away with.
This is a fundraiser to get Garrett a proper attorney. Garrett is pressed with rancor. We've watched a couple of his videos tonight. He was first Nazi checkpoint stopped. They held him against his will for no reason, no lawful reason. And then after that, the cops on the peninsula, I'm from a peninsula, so I understand, have been stalking him. And then when he didn't agree to waive his right to a speedy trial, then the prosecutor forced him to get a public defender, and the prosecutor and the public defender.
Judge
right?
Steve Parks forced me.
Parks?
Yes, Judge Stephen Parks is the one who put the bond stipulations and forced me to retain Antonio Ruiz.
But you told Ruiz as well, though. You told him, I do not want to waive my right to a speedy trial.
Yeah, but nothing I have said to him has mattered.
He cut the deal with your permission completely.
Right. And once you have a lawyer or anybody representing you, you are considered an incompetent in the eyes of the law. So even to answer a judge's question, they will not accept it from you. That will only accept it from your lawyer because you are now incompetent. And that's how they get away with violating your rights.
I'm not a Michigan State law scholar, which is specifically, we'll have to look at the Michigan Constitution. And of course, I mean, your Sixth Amendment right and your Fifth Amendment right and your 14th Amendment right. But let me, you know what, this broadcast here is a little bit, let's see if I can talk to my friend in Michigan and what they think of what they're going to hear on this right now. And so what we're doing right now is I'm doing a fundraiser for Press with Ranker. If you've donated to me before, you have my PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. If you donate to me, put press on the subject line, Press with Ranker or Garrett. Press is the best wing. Just put press, the easiest. And then also we have his GoFundMe up here. So let me read off some names real quick and say thank you to a few people who have donated real fast, just super duper fast. And I'll share the GoFundMe page right here. Refresh this page. We're at 190 now on the GoFundMe, and let me check my Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. I think Cash App is down. I'm pretty sure that it is. So, there it is. Right there. So we're at 190 right now. Brad, thank you for the $5, man. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Michael, right on, dude. Anonymous just threw in $25. Matthew, you know, and I'm gonna call. You know what? Let me do this right now because we've got to raise the money to get him where he needs to be. Let me show you guys my Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal.
Thank you, everyone who's donated.
I mean, it. Yeah, you're so welcome, dude. So I'm still at 200. I'm at 222 now. I'm at 222 on PayPal. Thank you. Thank you, Georgia. Thank you, Charles, Chevy, Enrique. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And on my Dan Hanlon. Hanlon, you are a G, dude. You come through and I appreciate you so much, man. Hanlon threw in twice. Threw in twice. Serious coinage. A couple $100. So thank you, dude. Super appreciate you. God bless you, Dan. Dan's not a rich guy. I've communicated with him a little bit. He's just a dude who cares about other people. He just has a huge heart. Like Chevy. Brad Holloway, Michael, Chuck, love you, buddy. Thank you for your donation. Matthew, let's see all of these right here. Let's see everybody who's donated here just lately on the GoFundMe real quick. Come on. Let me make it regular. There we go. Okay, so we got Fabian and Andrew. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Matthew, Anonymous, Michael, Brad. So we're up around $600. Let's shoot for 1,000 today. Let's just shoot for 1,000. Let's just shoot for $1,000. $1,000. Let's shoot for 1,000 because I'm going to do 3 or 4 of these until we raise the money to hire him a decent lawyer. Did you hear that crap that happened to him? This is unbelievable. So I'm going to put the GoFundMe link in the chat. You guys donating directly to him is best. For those of you guys who already have my Zelle, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, you guys know, put press on the subject line. Let's raise the money. And I refresh this again. Let's everybody right now, $5. Let's just get to 1,000. And right now at Venmo, 200. We're at 100 on Venmo. I hope you guys can see it. I'm looking at the donation page. Okay, here. Sorry about that. So we're at 200 right now on Venmo. Thank you so much. And you guys do not, listen to me, do not break yourself. But $5 isn't going to break you. With 200 people here, $5, we hit 1,000. With 200 people here, I just need $5 from each of you. And then we go way over our goal for today. The goal for today is just $1,000. I need $5 from you right now. $5 from 191 people. That's what I need right now, if you would please. And some of you are not going to be able to do it. So let's go 40% of you. 40% of you at $5. And then 20% of you give double that, 10. Okay, so 40% of you. And if we're just go round number 200, that's going to be 80 of you. I need to give $5. And then 40 of you have to give 10 for the other ones who aren't. That's how it is. That's how it is. And let me do this. I'll do it at the end. And I'm in for 100 too. I'm in for 100. Boom. So there it is. So now we're at PayPal is at 222. The GoFundMe is at 190. We're still at 190. I need that $5 bill or we're not going to make it. I need that $5 bill. I need you guys to pull $5 out of your Venmo, PayPal, Zelle, or we ain't going to make it otherwise. Okay, so we're at 222 there. Let's go to Venmo. I'm still at 200 on Venmo. We're close with mine. So we're at 420. My 100 is 520. And then 620, 720. So we're only $280 away. We're 280 away because a couple super chats came through and my 100. So we're only $280 away. Am I doing this right? 246 plus mine 7. Yeah, we're 280 away. That's how much we are away. Let's get to 1,000 today, and then we'll get to 1,000 on another night, and we'll get to 3,000, and that'll get him an attorney, get him a lawyer. So we just need 280 more. So I have to e-bag here. I have to e-bag. I need this to happen right now, and I really can't afford to go more than 100. Square went down today, so people couldn't even order a trifold. So it was a really tough day, but you know what? That's okay. There it is. But let's just get to $280 more. Get the $5 out of your pocket right now. I'm 280. I'm 280 down. That's how much. I'm $280 down. There it is. Let me see. Transactions. I'm checking. That's where we are. Let me see. Let me check Venmo, and let me refresh the GoFundMe so we can see where it's at. We're still at 190. We're getting close though. You guys know the way I am. I can't stop. I can't stop. I'm sorry. So we need that. No, we need another $5 donation. Right now, pull your phone out and donate $5. Just do it. Just take the time right now to pull your phone out and imagine that I was fundraising for you and the cops had persecuted you. Just put yourself in that position right now that it's you. Just pretend it's you. And it's not so hard to donate $5. Just pretend that you're on the line. And you need the people who are watching you to donate $5. Just imagine that. Imagine it was you. And there was some guy up there sitting there begging you to donate $5. Just imagine it was you. And donating $5 to someone knows not so hard. When you imagine it was you. Or your son, daughter, and somebody else needed you to sacrifice $5. You know what I'm saying? What if it was your nephew? What if it was you? What if it was you? And you called me and you said, Chille, please help me. What if it was you? We don't stop. We don't stop. We don't stop. Dig in your pocket and $20. Pretty please with sugar and cherries on top. Let me check Venmo. I'm gonna over 10 minutes because sometimes it takes people a second to get their stuff together because it takes a second. You have to leave the live. And did any super chats come through? Let me read the. How many super chats we got? The LZ clips. Can you go back and scroll up? There's 10. Sorry about that. I have my glasses on. Let's get there. Let's get there. Jack, Jackboot Thug Pigs. Bronco Nation family. What's going on, my friend? You have rights, cops have duties. You have rights, cops have duties. God bless you, buddy. I'm with you. I love Yahweh. Chevy! What's going on, DJ Smith? Lenny Allen, what's going on, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? True, Truman Rep. What's up, Truman? I don't know what you guys are talking about. I can't chime into a conversation when I'm looking. Rights on, Playboy. Bronco Nation family, KT, Edie, Chevy, Lenny, what is going on? Earl, $20. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So let's check PayPal. Boom. We're at 416 on PayPal. We're at 416 on PayPal. Boom. We're at 416 there. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me read off some names here and say thank you to different people. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Georgia, God bless you. Alec with a couple $100. God bless you. Charles, Chevy, Enrique, Greg, as usual. Greg, Gary. Wow. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. So we're at $416. Alec, God bless you, man. Thank you for coming through. I really appreciate it. Just so you guys know, when you do a fundraiser, 10% of the people donate 90% of the money. 10% of the people donate 90% of the money, and 90% of the people donate 10% of the money. So your 5 or your 10 really helps. There's people like Alec and Chevy and Chuck and Dan, and there's people who come in and they can. And that's just the way it is until you rise up. So we're at 416 on PayPal. And let me check Venmo because I think Cashapp is down. But, let me see Venmo. 416, 516, 616. And then my 100 is 716. And then the GoFundMe, 816, 916. Oh man, we're only $85 short. We're only $85 short. So I'm not stopping. If you're just coming to the channel right now, I'm doing a fundraiser for Garrett Van Ness, who's also known as Press with Rancor. He is being charged with a felony after the cops have clearly stalked him, gone after him illegally, Nazi checkpointed him for no reason at a non-Nazi checkpoint. They just stopped him. Then they've stalked him. The cop family, and the cop stalking him is a canine pig and his little troop of people. And then the prosecutor and the judges worked against him with the public pretender that they forced him to have. They forced him to have a public pretender so that he would. So listen, right now we're $85 short. We're $85 short. DLZ Clips, put up my Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. Put up the GoFundMe. Let's raise this. Oh, and let's count. Oh, I'm so sorry. Did we count the super chat money? Let's count the super chat money. What was it? 20 there, 30 there. I can give half of that. So we're at 830. We're at 70. We're at $70. We're at $70. We're at $70. $70 to go right now. Donate $70 right now. Then that'll be $1,000 we raise for press. So right now we need $70 more. $70 more right now. $70 more. Do it right now. Right now. I should be a television evangelist, right? Send in your money. No, really. We have to hire him a lawyer. So send in your money. Please send in your money. Pretty please with cherries and sugar on top. Send in your money. I'm refreshing PayPal. We need $70 more to get to the $1,000 for tonight. We need $70 more. That's what we need right now. Who's coming with me? I'm already in for 100. I'm coming in for 100. You'll see it. I want to send over. I'm going to put it in his GoFundMe. I'm going to take all the donations from tonight and put it in the GoFundMe. So when we're $70 more, I'm going to put it in the GoFundMe. Every single dime that came in right here is immediately going to be transferred. I'm sorry, I'm pointing at his link on here, the GoFundMe link on my screen. So it's immediately going to go into his GoFundMe. So anything comes in on my PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App, I think Cash App's down. but I think that someone donated yesterday. Yes. Oh, that was for Pride. Thank you, Dragnet Transparency. Dragnet Transparency donated for Dollar Hide yesterday. Thank you, hon. I'll make sure gets that. She's got a couple other donations that came in too. But Cash App's down, so I can't even heart the comment. So I'm $70 short, y'all. I'm $70 short. That's how much I need. And I need $70 more to finish this fundraiser for tonight. That's how much more. Can you please donate $70? You guys listen, sometimes you got to dig. Sometimes you got to dig. You have, listen to me, a crackhead can get his hit of crack every day. When I go out on the street, a crackhead can get their hit of crack. We have a platform with hundreds of thousands of people. I know I can raise $70 right now. I have $70 to go, and I know we can raise it. So right now, pull your wallet out and send me $5 because there's still 200 people here, 175 people. So we can still do it. They're in different little places right now. Just did 20. Danny did on the GoFundMe. Yeah. Put that up on the screen real. Oh well, hold on, Danny. I'll do all the fun. Danny. Thank you. DLZ clips. If you can do a quick boom boom, Danny, right there. I'm gonna put this up and then there it is. Nice. Oh, nice. Okay, check that GoFundMe. Let me refresh it. Yes, we're at 240 on the GoFundMe. Okay. All right. So we're 240 on the GoFundMe. Let me refresh Venmo and PayPal. Still at 200 on Venmo. Let me check PayPal. 484. Okay. Okay. So we're put these numbers in the chat for me, y'all. When you're doing this and you're raising money for somebody and keeping track of numbers is not easy. So the last I checked, we had $30 in the, thank you, Vicky. Aw, Vicky, you sweetie pie. I said I needed $70 and she sent me $70. Oh, and she put, yes, God bless you. Yeah, there it is. Okay, every dime goes in right now. The fundraiser, I believe, is kaput. So we're 484 right there. Hope I didn't dox anybody. And then 484 there. And then on Venmo, 200. So that's 684. Mine is 784 plus the 240 in there. We passed $1,000. Yes. Thank you. Thank you guys. Now let's do the deed and let's send the money, and I'm going to put it into his GoFundMe. I don't want any money in my account. So I'm going to donate. What do we have? 684 plus my 100 was 784 plus 30 in the super chats. 814. Such a it's impossible to do math when I'm live. It's just damn near impossible. Unless I write it down, and then I can do it. 200, 484, unless 488. Aha! SWE Observer, what is up, Playboy? So 488, so it's 688.86. So if I go 688, 708, 688, 788 because of what I'm going to put in, 790, and then 30 more is 820. So that's $820. That's which I'm going to put in right now, $820. So that's the 488 from the PayPal, and from the Venmo, that's the $200. Let me refresh it, make sure no one else came in. Okay, and that's $200 from the Venmo. My 100, 788, plus the 30 from here, 98, 08, 818. Am I right on the math? Is that correct? And plus there's 240 in there. So I'm going to put 818 in there right now. You guys can't see that, can you? Okay. I'll show you guys as soon as it's done. And GoFundMe, until you guys make it right with me, you don't get a dime. Sorry. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. So, oh, let me use my credit card. There it is. Yep. Yes, please. Donate now. Boom, right there. Now we're going to refresh the page. Awesome. Let me refresh the page. Right there. Yes. Here, let me share it with you guys so you guys can see it. Sorry. I couldn't do it with I couldn't show my credit card information. We did it. Thank you guys so much. I'm so grateful. We did it. We raised the money that I wanted to raise. Oh, it hasn't gone in yet. It hasn't shown right there. But there it is. Yes. Yes. There it is. Now it showed up. Boom. Thank you guys so much. I'm so grateful. Let me bring on Press. Press, we got you the first 1,000, bro.
Yeah. Thank you guys, everyone.
You know it, man. I told you, bro. I told you I told you I'd fight for you, and I will.
Appreciate it.
I give you my word, bro. I'll fight with you all the way. You're not a felon. No matter how they've tried to paint you ugly, and no matter how much they've stalked you, and how much they've cheated you, you are a good man. You are a good person. The system cheated you. You're rightfully indignant with the pigs you see on the streets. And I'm going to do this fundraiser again in the next couple days, and then again in the next couple days, so we can proper attorney to see if what they did when they didn't give you due process, if the whole case can get dismissed. So I'm going to contact my contact, but we're going to hire you a straight attorney who can represent you. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. I'll let you go, man. I'll say goodbye to the crowd. Thank you for coming. And I got you back. All right.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Later, buddy. You guys don't understand. He is a humble man. I've got to know him now. I've gotten to know him. I've talked to him on the phone a lot. And he's worth every single dime, and every one of you guys who pulled out a single dime or just sent up good prayers. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Just, it just, for me, and this is what will make me cry, because we're all selfish. Thomas Hobbes' philosophy of man is that we are the most selfish, horrible creature there is. And even, Hobbes' philosophy of selfishness goes to levels if you don't know Hobbes, you don't understand. Hobbes believed that we were all so selfish that you're not even a good mother because you're a good person. You're a good mother so that other mothers don't say that you're a bad mother, so that your kids can't grow up and say that you did them wrong, or so that you can give them a better life than you have, and you want to one up your own mother. This is Hobbes' philosophy. So what we prove here tonight with generating $1,000 just by me sitting up here and breaking down that this is a system, and this man's being stalked, and it could happen to you. And so Hobbes' philosophy of selfishness 100% reverberates with me when I say I could tell you my story of being persecuted and prosecuted, and my family coming in with their money and the deed to the house and signing the deed to the house on there, that I'm not going to flee bail, and I'm being charged with felonies. So, you know, those people did that for me. And to not have a wallet going into something, it's like going into a gunfight with a knife. He's going to get killed if I'm a lawyer. He's going to get frickin' killed. They're already cheating him. And I wonder if we can get his case thrown out on what he just said. And any Michigan lawyers who heard this, holy smokes. You know what you guys should do? We should reach out to Leto. We should reach out to Leto. I mean, he doesn't do this. I love Leto, but he talks about more cases and stuff like that. But yeah, you know, I'm so grateful to each and every one of you. Thank you. And Vicky, thanks for coming in on the end on that 70. Thanks so much. I'm super, super grateful. You know, it's and I'll do this for anybody who's wrongfully persecuted, wrong prosecuted. I don't care if people judge me. I'm gonna live this life, whatever life I have left. I'm gonna live free. And if not, then I'll die. But I'm going to do it by the way the Constitution was written. I'm going to do it through press, petition, assembly, and speech. And I will not break the law. Because my camera is named Hell, doesn't anything bad. I've named it Hell because everywhere I go, hell's coming with me. Everywhere I go, hell's coming with me. I think I'm going to get a case that says hell on. I can't promote hell, you know, but because I guarantee you that when I go up to that peninsula, if I leave my studio here and I go up to that peninsula, hell's coming with me. And you know what I mean by that is that those morons up there think that they can do things, you know, and they can't. You can do it, but the wheels of justice are going to come around. And when they do, they're crushing. And so what is inevitable is you'll give me standing to sue you. And then you look your name up. Look up Justia DeCastro versus Wagner. It's not over by a mile. Not even close to over. I gave, you know, I'm not going to get into it. I told you guys I'm not going to talk about my court cases. There's plenty of people who talk about my court cases. So I'm going to let them do the talking. So I'll just put it to you like this. It ain't over. We don't stop. You're in for a rude awakening, Ironton, Ohio, Lawrence County attorneys. You guys are in for a rude awakening right now. You guys decided to play around. All right, well, here you go. Here's one coming at you. Enjoy this one. You want to play games? You want to give me standing, Ironton? I got standing. My warrant will be quashed and you guys will settle and you will pay me. End of story. Period. It's so put together now. It's when the people cover my next motion in Ironton, you guys are going to go, wow. When you read my next motion, it's going to flabbergast you. So to the Peninsula Police in Michigan, I implore you, have conversations with me. Talk to me. You and I will have a conversation. You know, let's have like a heart-to-heart, coffers. Did you see those jackboot thug pigs? So you guys can look them up. You know, Jonathan Spuljerich resigned. Pam Wagner has resigned. Bradley Spuljerich was arrested and charged and pled guilty to felonies. I don't know if he did a plea deal. He had 20 grams of meth and 7 or 8 grams of fentanyl. That's not, those are, I wouldn't there. I'm just telling you what the news said. If I come with my camera to northern Michigan, to the peninsula, you know, I guarantee you by the time I leave, I'll have a story that gets a cop resigned. Somebody will have a video of what one of you coppers did that they've been sitting on for a very, very long time. For a very, very long time. Yeah, it's you know, it's funny, you guys. So for the cops in northern Michigan, look up Freeman versus Spulgeric. Put Justia plus Freeman plus Spulgeric. We call him Spooge, but it's Spulgeric. Spoljaric. Ironically, when I arrived in Ironton, Ohio, story time. As soon as I announced I was there and I was there to take stories about the corrupt cops on that little town, a line of people amassed on the streets. I'm telling you, you have no idea what the experience was like for me personally. Dozens of people slipping me notes. I've kept them all. Slipping me notes with their numbers on it and their email addresses to contact them. So you can't even imagine how many people. You can't. It's hundreds in that small town of 10,000 people. So if you guys look up Kent Freeman versus Jonathan Spulgeric Justia federal civil rights case, what you'll see is that when I got to Ironton, Ohio, this guy named Kent Freeman called me and said, Chille, I've been waiting for you to come into town. I said, what do you mean? He said, you got to see my video. I said, what do you mean see your video? Nobody's seen it ever. I said, what? He said, yeah. I said, no, hey, he's sending me, and Kent, I love you, buddy. Kent and I have been down the DFR, they call it in Alaska. I can't say that word anymore. Down road, DFR. And I go to Kent's house. I get so frustrated that I can't get the video. I go to Kent's house and he shows me a video of this cop tasing him in his house and beating him up. And no one's ever seen it. Cop resigns about 2 weeks later. Kent Freeman has filed a federal civil rights lawsuit and is suing Jonathan Spulgeric in his individual capacity. So let me tell you something, you dirty, filthy coppers. I rued the day that I get to sue your happy ass, because it follows you forever and ever and ever. Jonathan resigned, and his brother was arrested for drugs, and then the chief of police resigned, suing her. Pam, honey, it ain't over by a long shot. By a long shot. We don't stop. Oh, man. I love you guys, man. Thank you guys so much for helping us get over this hump. I'm so grateful. Like, I can't quit. You know that, right? Like, you realize that, right? You realize I can't quit. Like, I can't. There's no give up in me. You understand that? I just this system sucks. Somebody has to take on the power, and we have to unite together and assemble and peacefully and petition and sue their asses and take them on with your camera, who I lovingly call my head. So should I go up there to northern Michigan? What do you guys think? You guys think I should go up to northern Michigan? Should I go up there? He does have a trial. He's got a trial. I'm running for governor to be king of the peons, to be leader of the peons. I'm running to gain to the position of power to change the system. That's only a governor of a state can do it. Could change the policing system from the top down. It's a top-down system, so it has to be changed, and only a governor can do that. You know, it's like these just came in the mail. What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? Oh, new trifolds just came in the mail. I am so stoked. What's up? What's up? Wait. New trifolds just got in the mail. Oh, right there. Bam. Just got new trifolds. If you guys want my trifolds, go to my website. Trifold. If you can't go there, go to the merch store here on YouTube. Go to the merch store on YouTube and make sure when I send you the rubber band, make sure that the rubber band goes on your visor. I don't care how nice you think your car is, or then get a fancy ass rubber band. But in the meanwhile, put this rubber band on there, and then you put this in there, and then you immediately invoke your rights to camera and to copper. You invoke your rights to the camera, invoke your rights to the copper. And the only other verbiage I would recommend using is when you take your camera and you go, officer, I've invoked my, I would talk directly to the camera. I wouldn't talk to the copper. If I were you, I would say, if I was you, and what I would do is, if I invoked my Fifth Amendment right, if I showed the camera and then I showed the copper and he continued to question me, I think if I were you, I would have look the camera, show the camera and say, Your Honor, for my federal civil rights lawsuit, I've invoked my Fifth Amendment right, and this goes around his qualified immunity. This right here, he knows the Fifth Amendment. Thank you, Your Honor. I'm now going to remain silent. And then I wouldn't talk again if I were you. So that's what I would do if I were you, so you don't get killed. If I were you, that's how I would do it. If you're poor and white, or if your melanin is dark, then I would immediately keep my hands above the steering wheel, slip my phone, my trifold, immediately invoke my Fifth Amendment right, show it to the copper, show it to the camera, and I would not talk. Cops are killing people. Cops are killing people. Cops are killing people. I can't make it a good song. It's not really big. It's not great. But I love you guys, man. Listen, we're gonna help Garrett all the way through, man. We're gonna help him all the way through. He stood on his rights. You guys saw the video. He did not assault that cop. He stood there with the camera. They targeted him. They knew that he was being. They knew it. He was the guy filming them and flipping them off. You saw that with the not point. And thanks for donating. All right. You guys, how long have you been on here for? 2 hours and 23 minutes? I mean, what the fuck? I'm just getting warm. I don't care if there's fucking 10 people here. I don't care. There's still 150 people here. I'll sit here and talk with these. You guys want to watch videos? Do you guys want to watch some police videos real quick? I mean, I plan into this all day long. Oh, dude, give me the credit I deserve. Yes. Give me the credit I deserve, bro. I am the master e-beggar. Come around again. I got 2 more thousand to raise 800 more, get into his $2,500 threshold. Really see me begging. You really see me begging then. Come on by. Congratulations, Team DLZ. Over $1,000 for a freedom fighter. Yes. Yes. God bless you guys. Don't ban his comment. Let him stay. Add rhythm, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. God bless. Let's get into our favorite Reddit. We should call this, Colin. We should just give this like a subtitle because I love it. We should call this. What is it called? Police brutality Reddit thread. Because we've been saying watch some videos, but we should just call it going down the police brutality Reddit thread. Everybody hit the like button, push the like button. Just real quick, just tap the like button and then type in the comment section, OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. We don't stop. We don't stop. Playboy. All right, so let's go down our favorite subreddit. And boop, 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 boop. There it is right there. Police brutality. It pops up first.
Named Dixie after.
Oh, another same dog shooting? Oh no. We saw this on here. Welcome to another demonetized delete laws stream. Officer who fatally shot 3-year-old lab named Dixie will not face charges. Investigation found shooting objectively reasonable. So let's get into a little bit of Supreme Court case law. So objectively reasonable comes from the 1989 case of Graham versus Connor, where Supreme Court, after Warren Graham in 1984, the cops beat the hell out of him, break his foot, pop his ribs, smash his head. He's going through a diabetic fit. After they beat him up badly and then take him home and drop him off at home, it's a true story. They Terry stopped him at a convenience store because he was having a diabetic seizure and was trying to get some, but the line was, his friend took off down the road. Cops saw that and said, black guys taken off from the convenience store. Let's stop. They Terry stopped him based on reasonable articulation. You can't make up. Then Graham is tweaking because he needs some sugar. And then they beat the hell out of him. Go to court. The Supreme Court says policy, that policy, it becomes like a law land. It becomes like it's the constitutional policy of the, we're in the Terry era. So when it goes to court, they say this, and there's really reasonable, really comes into the reasonable police are on the scene. Objective reasonableness to determine the reasonable force to use on you. That's where objective comes from. If you take that right there and you apply to this, where internal affairs investigated and found it objectively reasonable, that means that will objectively, if a dog running at, it would make sense that they can just objectify anything they want. And that's exactly what but that's where it comes from. 1989, Graham versus Connor, objectively reasonable. You and I, it's just complete and utter dog poo. Oh, I'm sorry. In this case, it's a dead day. It's a dead dog. They killed this dog. I'm afraid to show this. I'm afraid to show this because immediately I don't want to ties press with rankers stream. But I'll come back. Know the gist of it. Italy shoot Dixie. We saw that. If you're one of the 150 people left here, then you are DLZ faithful. So you saw it with me. The alpha. Oh, we're on the brutality thread here. Okay, watch that one.
An officer pleaded no contest to fatally stabbing her 73-year-old neighbor. Sharice Jones is accused of setting fire to Rosie Howard's home in Southwest Bakersfield.
What did this just say? I'm sorry. Let's just go to the beginning of that again. I wasn't ready. She's always been a psycho.
Court watch, a former probation officer pleaded no contest to fatally stabbing her 73-year-old neighbor. Sharice Jones is accused of setting fire to Rosie Howard.
She covers her face, so they put her face on the screen. I'm sorry, I keep stopping it because it's just so dang ironic that we know they're psychopaths. We know they are. Professor controls people's lives. Psychopath. I won't interrupt this time. I'm sorry.
Court watch, a former probation officer no contest to stabbing her 70-year-old neighbor. Sharice Jones is accused of setting fire to Rosie Howard's home in Southwest Bakersfield, stabbing her to death back in 2020. Jones says she resigned from the Kern County Probation Department after she was accused of the crime. She worked there for 17 years. She's set to be sentenced next month after pleading no contest to second-degree murder.
God, she pled no contest. She's like, yep, I murdered her. I tweaked and I murdered her. So just so you guys know, this is the reason I will not violence. I will return to violence. I will not go to violence. This is because if I turn to violence and I do something stupid and start swinging my fists around, because I'm a strong dude. I may be not in my prime of fighting people, but I'm still strong. If I punch someone, they're still gonna know the difference. You know what I'm saying? But I won't do it because that's what everybody wants to be able to say. Everybody wants to be able to say, "See, I told you he was gonna snap and punch a cop. I told you he was gonna get me." No, 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 not a chance. My weapon of choice. I'm not going to fist fight anybody. People requesting to fight me, I'm not going to fight you. Maybe we should make a short out of this, Colin. There's so many cops that want to fight me. You go to my Instagram. Go to Delete Laws Instagram, deletelaws.ig. .ig. I see the cops. There's cops. I get death threats on Instagram daily. Okay. On Instagram, oh man, I don't even report it. I just whatever. You want to kill me? So think about that. If you watch my presentation here on you or wherever you watch it, Facebook. Okay, so if you want to kill me for what I say and what I do, then you are really against yourself. You don't really. You hate yourself. You hate so much that you wish somebody else to die. That's you. That's not me. I don't wish you death. I hope you become a better person. And as much as I could burn in hell, I hope God forgives you for your sins. You can go to heaven. If there's a heaven, I hope there's heaven. I think there's God. I know there's God. But what I'm saying is, whatever you believe, all right, I hope that you can get through for the shitty things you've done and how you've hurt people and probably killed people, which is why you would tell me you want to kill me on Instagram. I could sit here and tell you day after day after. You have no idea. Just go to my Instagram page. All right. Listen. As soon as squares get a trifold for your friend, I'm gonna get the flock out of here. Listen, I love you guys. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. For DLZ faithful and the people who donated, God bless you. We don't stop. We don't stop under any circumstances, under any conditions. Stop. Press, I'm gonna finish your fundraiser. All right, man. Thanks for your donations, for coming. I'll see you guys on that. Later.